On the 95-year anniversary of the foundation of the Vatican City through the Lateran Treaty, which established Vatican City as its own independent state from Italy, it became official on February the 11th of 1929. So this was 94 years ago. 95 years later, on the day of the Super Bowl, the Dallas Cowboys are going to win. Now, first and foremost, understand why there is a lot of groupthink with the Ravens and the AFTZ Patreon Fraud Network. Baltimore is Camacho of 95. Now, what this 95 really is going to be about is going to do with the fact that the last Cowboys championship came during the 95-96 season. And a lot of coaches are Jesuit Catholics in the NFL. The Shanahan family is, Harbaugh is. Don't know about Andy Reid. He went to BYU. But Mike McCarthy is. And Dak Prescott himself may not be Catholic, but he is a Christian, and his faith has helped Prescott deal with losing his mother, Peggy Prescott, to colon cancer when he was 20 years of age. Dak said faith is everything. He was 20 years old when he lost his mom, and he's going to win the Super Bowl at Nevada. Nevada is Camacho 20. I want you to see right here. And now I get it that Jerry Jones is an old Southern, he's a Southern boy, he's a Southern Baptist boy, but Dak is a quarterback driven by faith. The head coach is a Catholic, Mike McCarthy, Irish Catholic family, Irish last name, McCarthy. So McCarthy winning the Super Bowl on this key date of the foundation of the Vatican is going to tie into his very historical playoffs when he's about to surpass Tom Coughlin and Mike Holmgren in playoff victories. Now, Cowboys are not going to be a number one seed, so on the day of the Super Bowl, it is Mike McCarthy that will tie Joe Gibbs of the Redskins, formerly known as the Washington football team. So he was an altar boy. He grew up in an Irish Catholic family. So this is the Cowboys' connection to the Jesuits. Now, the guy right behind center on Dak Prescott, his name is Zach Martin, center of the Dallas Cowboys. Catholic himself, he played at Notre Dame. This is the 95 that you're looking for. Dak Prescott and the man right behind center, the Cowboys running game, the protection, the, setting up the offensive line, the right blocking patterns. Notre Dame is Camacho of 95, and longtime Cowboys center Zach Martin is going to win the Super Bowl 95 years after the day that the Vatican was founded. Now, the last NFC team to win the Super Bowl was the LA Rams. Interesting enough, Sean McVay currently stands 28th all-time in coaching victories. The Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl 28 years later. And now the Cowboys' all-time postseason record. The Cowboys are 36-30. 36 playoff wins right now. Last championship occurred in their 36th season. Nevada is the 36th admitted state in the Union. Catholics is Camacho 36. With 4 wins in the playoffs, the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl with their 40th playoff win on the day of the Vatican's foundation. The Vatican is Camacho 40. Dan Quinn's going to win the Super Bowl. I talked about all the 28. Video linked in the last 20 seconds. The Falcons Camacho 40. The season began against the Giants. The Giants is Camacho 40. The Cowboys end the year with their 40th playoff win as a franchise, exactly 40 months after the gruesome ankle injury by 40-4 life path Dak Prescott against the Giants. Again, that video you can see at the end. It's Vatican, that's 25. Giants is 25. The Cowboys are going for their 25th divisional title right now, going for their divisional for their 25th title. Now, if they do win the title, that remains a question. Remember the death of Peggy Prescott in the ritual that I have decoded with Peggy Prescott. 10 years and 3 months after Peggy Prescott's death, is when the Cowboys win the Super Bowl. The ankle injury against the Giants, Dan Quinn, he was close against the Falcons. The Cowboys' last championship against the Steelers. In the Vatican is Gamache 103, and the Cowboys, in their faithful quarterback, win the Super Bowl 10 years and 3 months after the death of his mom. But don't forget, Dak Prescott, too, his younger brother, dying from suicide. So this is a day where, so to speak, the Lord honors Dak Prescott back, that sort of speak, the Lord works in mysterious ways. So that's what's going to be happening as far as the rigging of the Super Bowl goes. That even though the Cowboys are led by a Southern boy, a Southern Baptist owner from Arkansas, the Cowboys still gonna be 6-3. And so right here, the Cowboys, their 40th playoff win, that would be their 70th playoff game of all time. Giants and Vatican has come out to 70. Also, Zach Martin is number 70 of the Dallas Cowboys. So we're going to hear about all this stuff with these players and their faith leading up to the game. Now, as far as what I theorize outside of the Cowboys-Bills 3 match with Josh Allen playing quarterback with the Wyoming Cowboys, the Jesuits could be punishing Josh Allen for his infidelity. So basically, his longtime girlfriend Josh Allen was dumped by Brittany Williams because he allegedly got a bartender pregnant. Now, this is allegedly, but he's not with Brittany Williams, which I have no clue why. I mean, she's pretty fine as hell, I mean, if you ask me. But anyways, that's what we get. Bartenders, Gamache 87-42. The Super Bowl's on the 42nd day of the year. Dak Prescott is Gamache 42. The Buffalo Bills set up to lose the scripted Super Bowl. So the Jesuits are going to punish the Bills because of the quarterback's infidelity, and they like rituals, so the Bills get slaughtered. They lose that occultic 6th Super Bowl title by Jerry Jones and Rain Dakota Prescott. Rain is 63, Jones 63. So this will tie into the Vegas mob, playing with the public's emotions. But then the Jesuits are certainly playing with the public's emotions. 42, their 42nd playoff game all time is going to be on the 42nd day of the year. So the Bills won't get the number 1 seed. So that's what's in play right now. Also in the Gamatronator, the Lateran Treaty established the Vatican City. Lateran Treaty is Gamache 52. Mike McCarthy, he's going to be 5-2 in the playoffs with the Cowboys. The Lateran Treaty is Gamache of the last NFC winner, the Los Angeles Rams, and also the site of the Cowboys' last Super Bowl victory, which is Sun Devil Stadium. Now, Mike McCarthy, it would be his, he would move up from 11 playoff wins to 15. So, okay, he's a little bit short of Joe Gibbs, but he does pass Tom Coughlin. He does pass Mike Holmgren against the San Francisco 49ers, remember, in the divisional round against the number 1 seed. Because remember, Mike Holmgren used to be a coach with the 49ers before he became head coach of the Green Bay Packers. So Mike McCarthy would be 1 win short of Chuck Noll, the Steelers, also the team that the Cowboys last beat in the playoffs. So Mike McCarthy, he's going to be number 8 in playoff victories. Bill Belichick, number 1. Mike McCarthy, number 8. Vegas is Gematria of 18. So it will have to be the Dallas Cowboys. His mom's death at 20 years of age. Nevada 20. Death 20. As far as colon cancer goes, remember, colon is 23. Las Vegas 23. The Vatican, the Pope, interchangeably. Pope is 52 and 25. Giants is 25, remember, in the calculator. Now, the Pope is Gematria 40, the same Gematria as the Vatican. Remember, 40th playoff win for the Cowboys exactly 40 months later. Dak Prescott going to speak about his faith and what he's gone through with his family. We can see it a mile away for Dak Prescott. Peggy Prescott is the Camacho Championship in case if you wanted some review. Jace Prescott is Camacho of Buffalo Bills. Dak being the 135th pick in the draft. So this is going to tie into Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott and Zach Martin because, the offense has to dominate, so to speak. The Bills are the bait. But it is going to be the Dallas Cowboys. It is going to be Zach Martin, who played at Notre Dame. It is going to be Dak Prescott that's going to be winning the scripted Super Bowl. Now, 6 Super Bowls and 9 appearances, right? That's like 9 Super Bowl appearances, 6 victories. Remember, Jesuits Camacho 21, the Cowboys, I think their 21st playoff game since their last championship. Jesuit 84, Arizona, Cowboys last championship. The last NFC winner, the Rams, is 84 in Gematria. What about Vatican City State by itself, right? Well, Vatican City State is Camacho 57 prior Super Bowls, and the Super Bowl is on the 42nd day of the year. An area of 49 hectares, 121 acres. 49 is, again, the Camacho of Dallas. The Holy See is also the name of the Vatican. The Holy See is under 22 and 50. Kansas City is the current defending champion right now. Holy See is Camacho of 89-35, and that's the Camacho of Prescott becoming the 35th quarterback of all time to win the Super Bowl. Stafford was the last new quarterback to win the Super Bowl sometime back in Super Bowl 56 because Patrick Mahomes won last year. So it ties into, I get it, evangelicalism, Baptistism, but it lies with the center. It lies with Mike McCarthy because this is going to be a moment where Mike McCarthy is going to surpass Mike Holmgren, Coughlin, Cowher, Super Bowl winning coaches. He's going to surpass John Harbaugh, too. Now, the Ravens is 40 and Ravens is 25, but we got to look out for the bait. We have to look out for the bait because the Ravens is actually going to, the year that they make it, it's because of the fact that's called Maryland. I get it. John Harbaugh's a Jesuit. He is. But the General Jackson symbology is going to be stronger with the Ravens making it to their next Super Bowl because it's at New Orleans. There's a General Jackson symbolism going on. These games can be synced up with American history. I talked about the Civil Rights Act and everything with that, with last year's Super Bowl in '64 in the Kansas City Chiefs, and it did happen.